Good morning, good morning. Let me just adjust my cat. Oh, adjust How is everyone today? I hope you're all doing well. I'm just adjusting my camera because we're going to be working on this. I finished it yesterday. I did all the edges, all the sides. I did not do the bottom because I didn't get the chance, but it's all done. And today we're going to be working. Oh, and I also did the inside. Hey, Elizabeth, how are you? I hope you're doing well. I've decided I'm not going to do anything to the bottom except for painting it. And silly me, there's two holes. I don't know if you can see them. Thank you, Elizabeth. Um, right here and here, and I tried to close them up. I'm going to have to drill the hole open because I do want to put a handle. I'm not quite sure what kind of handle I'm going to put, but I'm definitely putting one in. So today what I decided we would do is do something to the top. So what I was thinking was using this plaque, and I think it's called a plaque, and a piece of decoupage paper. I think this is Stamperia. It's like a tissue paper, very thin, thinner than what we're used to. Hi, Lynn, how are you? And the only thing I could think of that would work on top of this is a world map. And more than likely I'll do North America, although I should do France, but France is not that big for me to do. It's right here. So this is what my thought process is. I did want to use the Voyage Fantastique on here, but it didn't look that good. So let me get rid of the box so we can work on the plaque. And usually I tell you, and most people tell you, in order to brighten the paper, use a white background. But I'm going to show you what a white background would look like if I use white. It would look like this, and I'm not quite sure that the color seems a bit too bright for the leather. So I thought I would try maybe doing a brown, which still shows it up, but it won't be bright. Hi Hazel, how are you? Thank you for joining. Lynn, thank you for sprinkling. Elizabeth, did I thank you for sprinkling? I can't remember. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to maybe add an embellishment of a piece of woodbine. I'm not sure yet. And we're also going to add a chain around the edge of this. And we'll see how much more we can add. And I just also wanted to show you, I finished this yesterday, the rabbit. And I'm going to do a video. I'll try today, I'm not sure, definitely not tomorrow because I'm with my baby, on how to wrinkle your ribbon. And I have to do this in my kitchen, so I can't do it on a live. So again, what I'm going to do is more than likely mix the same color paint that we used earlier. Even opening up paint is an issue for me. As you can see, I'm a messy painter. I'm an oops lady, as many of my friends will vouch. So let's get started. So today, and I'm not going to jinx myself, but I managed to get the video the right way up. So let's mix. I'm also going to, seeing I'm mixing paint, going to do these two, which go for the wine box. So what do you guys think? I hope you think this is a good idea. I'm going to add a little bit of pink, well, red. And I'm using Decor paint. And if you're watching me and you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Rima Bechara, and I do lives on Facebook 3 times a week, and they vary from resin to foils to wood you bend to anything. Glass, resin. Did I say glass and resin? Just anything that I like to do. So let me just put some red, mix it all up. Then we'll paint this and decoupage it. And if you haven't subscribed and you like what you see, please do me a favor and subscribe. Doesn't cost anything, but it helps me out tremendously. Let me just add a bit of water. And oh, I do lives on YouTube. You're right, absolutely. Did I say Facebook? I'm sorry. I used to do lives on Facebook, but I think I've moved on. So when we say, you know, you want a brighter image, so paint white before your decoupage, sometimes you don't really want that, as in this case. And you can use a paintbrush, you can use a sponge, which I've become very fond of. So we'll be adding this to our leather box, our leather wine box. I haven't dropped the video yet for yesterday's live because I didn't finish the final product, and I wanted to do the video on the bow at the top or the hanging tag. So I'll do that hopefully later on today. So I'm going to leave this to dry. Hi Patty, how are you? Thank you for joining. And I'm going to, whilst this is drying, I'm going to paint this. Maybe I didn't make enough paint. And the same colors that I used on the outside after I painted the inside, I used the what are they called, those colors? The glazes, or the ones that I painted the top on top of the tissue paper. So this should not take long, but I think I am going to have to make a little bit more paint. And this is kind of a rough wood. I got this box from a winery when I was on vacation. Did not like the wine, but I did like the box. Let's paint this. Let me add some more paint before I mess up some more. Oh no, Elizabeth. Oh, this message. Hold on. One second. I'm just adding some more so that I can paint this. Maybe I should make more than I need. But the wood is very dry, and it's absorbing the paint. Elizabeth, your message is being held. I'm sorry. How could she... What do you mean push you down? Now I've made too much, but that's okay. It takes time to dry. Let me just put that somewhere where I won't mess it up, but as usual, I will. Hi, Betty, how are you? I hope you're doing well. If you missed the beginning, I showed the box all done, but now we're going to work on adding a little something to the box. And you've probably seen how much, how I mix my paints. There's no recipe, a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And typically that will do it. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just going to finish off as much as I can. And these will be for the inside. First I make too little paint, and now I make much too much. But I'll use it on something else. And I'll go over this with the glazes that I used on the day before yesterday. Why is it hard to remember the day before yesterday? How's the weather? Okay, so that one is done. And I just want to touch up this one. And then we'll dry the plaque that we're using. I also mentioned that I would be doing there we go, a short video, very short, on how to curl up your ribbons. So now let's clean up. Cleaning up my hands might be a good idea, but I need my dryer. It's almost dry, but not quite. It still feels cold. And I didn't do a perfect, yes it does, doesn't it? I, it does look like chocolate pudding, indeed. I want to remove this because I don't like stickers. If somebody decides they want it and they dismantle it, and then they find that this was a mess. Just want to remove these with a dryer. I tend to be a little bit fussy when it comes to my finishes. I'm going to leave it. No, I'm not. Okay. Okay. So the piece that I want to decoupage is going to go all over this. And I want to put in the US. So I'm just trying to gauge how much I need before cutting it. And I am not going to use the water method of cutting because it's not going to show. Oh, and I've already messed it up. So down here, I'll cut it a little bit bigger. It's easier to cut more than I need. And this is the importance of clean fingers, because I've already messed it up. Right here. And before I decoupage it, So I explained already why I did a brown background. And that's sometimes what you need to do. Because the white would have just been too white as I showed. I just want to clean my fingers from the black. I just don't want any more coming on. And we'll get the brush for the decoupage. Now, are there things that you would like to see? I did get my glue out. And I'm using again the Pentart decoupage varnish and glue. And as long as I don't have it on my fingers, I'm fine. So I'm just using just a brush because I didn't get the chance to clean my brushes yesterday. And I might even age the paper. I'm not sure yet. So let me get this. On. Thank you, Bertie. And I'm going to add, curved surfaces are always a pain for me. Decoupage is not my strong suit. To the back. Would you like to see more glass, more foils, more? I have an idea for next week with a new product that I haven't used yet. And it's for fabric. I'm going to cut. I want to try and not get wrinkles. So how is everyone doing? Are you working on any project in particular? Yes, it is. Also very expensive, unfortunately, because you have to buy them. I did not get wrinkles on the top. again. I'm just using the plastic to smooth it out. Just checking I've got my decoupage stuff all over. Maybe I did it too dark. But once the glue dries, it should be okay. I'm going to put this away for the time being. Oh, yeah, it's hard when someone wants you to do something that you don't enjoy doing. I agree. I agree, Patty. It's very hard. Well, I'm glad you've got some custom orders. There is, I think I did a dolphin. I think it's on glass. Somewhere. I have a video on it. My grandson with his parents went to Mexico and they got back last night. And I can't wait to see him tomorrow. I'm babysitting him. Michael's has them. Check out Michael's. I actually pulled out a link, Patty, and Michael's has them. I just have not had the chance to post anything. Usually, Tuesdays and Wednesdays are incredibly busy for me. Let me get a brush and we're going to do, I'm just going to put a sealer on this. It needs a little bit of brightening up. I don't know what. No, the Michael's is, it's not in the shop. It's online. It's Michael's online. So you might want to check out. They have all the colors. I actually did not look at the prices. But when I got mine, it was quite expensive and I had to have it shipped from Germany. I'll tidy it up as soon as it dries. And actually, I might dry it right now. Oh, you're welcome. And I'm going to use this gun, this heat tool. Maybe the color should have been a little bit brighter, the brown. just want to add a little bit more because I don't feel I have any on here. Edges. And I'm using the Duraclear gloss varnish. And I have someone working on my Amazon page on my website, and they're going to be putting on my favorite products. And you know that I do have a few favorites, and they stay my favorites until I find something better. Okay, so now that's done. I'm going to bring the box back just to see the colors. The colors don't work for me. What is it you think that needs to be done? The colors are just not working. Any ideas? Look at it. There's something that's not right. Even if I add this is more of a red tone. Even if I add this everywhere. There's something that's not right. I'm not quite sure what it is. Let me see, after I dry it, if I kind of put maybe a little bit of a wash of a gold. I don't have one in the Lazur has pine, but I don't know that I want pine. Let's try. We're just trying. If it doesn't work out, I won't put it. So let's just try. A little bit of water with a little bit of I want a look that works with what I'm doing. It is old world. I don't know that the gold is going to I just want to try on the edge and see. I don't know that it's made any difference. I should have gotten a sponge. Yeah, I want it less red, Betty. It's a little bit too red for me. I'm going to dry it and then see. I knew you'd say copper. I might put some gold wax around here. For me, it's looking a little bit better. I didn't want the gold to be too, yeah, exactly. I don't want the gold to be too heavy, but let me see if it's working. It's looking a little bit better, so maybe I'll add a little bit more on the gold. Let me just make another mix and add some gloss. I just poured some out. I don't know why it's acting up, but that's, oops, that might do it. Let's just add some of this. A spritz of water. And I'm going to use some of this. Yes, it does. It does brighten it. I'm just going to add some gloss. This gloss is an old gloss that I had from many years ago. But this will probably work to seal it. I'm going to add some water because it's still thick. So any plans this weekend for anyone? Anything exciting? Let's try this again and see. Hopefully I haven't messed it up too much. Again, I'm going to do the side. And actually, I might get a sponge, actually. And let me get this. Oh, you still on? But you can move around with it. So what would you do, Betty, if you didn't, if say you didn't have the boot? What would you do? Yeah, I think. And when do you get it off? When do they take it off? You can see the shine. I like the shine of the gold. I'm going to leave it to dry. And then there's one thing we forgot, and that's the embellishment. So let me put this aside and bring back. Because we said we might also add a would you bend. So seeing we have this, I'm going to paint my would you bend. And if you don't know what would you bend is, Wood You Bend is a wood byproduct. It's a byproduct of wood, and it does everything. Oh, I see. Well, now you're getting a break. So with Wood You Bend, you can do anything and everything that you do with wood, but with wood, you can't bend it when you heat it. And you don't need screws or nails or anything. Oh, March 6th. Another comment held by review. I can take it off March 6th. Why on earth would they hold a comment like that? And I'm going to dry this. So with this, to apply it, all you need is a good wood glue. At least I remember to do that. Let me just dry it. And I'm probably going to highlight with some gold as well. Now, do you see when it says that that the message is held for review? This is second message today. Okay, I see a couple of spots that I didn't do. And I'll show you how bendy it becomes. See? So you can put it on surfaces that are curved. You can use it for on glass. Oh no, I'm just wondering generally, not just you, but generally, whether you can see the comments being held by a review. Okay. See how bendy it becomes? I'm just adding a bit where the paint is missing. Okay, let me dry it, and then I want to apply some of this wash on top. And then we'll apply the brass chain. Just very lightly no, actually I don't very lightly. I'm going to add this, and then I'm going to dry it and add maybe some wax if it needs it. And when you can paint or stain the wood you bend. I forgot to say. And in its cold state, you cannot bend it. And this seals it. So let me try it again. You can even use this wash on the wrinkled tissue paper. This is a great finish to apply onto tissue paper. Let's see how this looks. I need to see it on screen before I can. I'm waiting for this. Yeah, I like the gold better too. I just want to see it on the screen altogether to see how it looks. There's still something that's not right. But I'm going to apply the chain. What do you think? I'm just opening it. So there's a knot in it. So I'm just undoing it. Yeah, the gold does work, but there's still something wrong. There's still something that's not quite right. I can feel it. It just, both together look good, but they don't look good on this. No. No, there's something that doesn't look good. I'm not quite sure what it is. But I'm not going to glue those on because I don't think I like them on there. There's something else that needs to be added. The contrast is a bit too much. So I do like the fact that we've done this, even if I don't use it on the chest. I don't want to break it. But I can use it on something else. But the gold is definitely there. I might have made the brown a bit too dark. I don't know. What do you guys think? No, it's the color that doesn't work. The color does not work, Betty. Well, let me see. Before I say that, let me see. No, the color does not work for me. Look at it. I mean, by itself, it could work, but the color is just not. what I think is. I need to do something about the color, and I need to think about it. But the lesson, I guess, for today is, if it doesn't work, don't use it, but try it. So I'll post the video later. And I'll leave this to use. Yeah, I don't think copper is going to do very much to the leather, but I could try copper on this for another project. Actually, let me see if I have copper here. I will definitely try it. Hold on. Oh, I'm such a gold person. Gold and silver. Oh, maybe this one. I have bronze. Maybe bronze. Let's see. It looks like copper. Yeah, because look at it. It looks just like copper. I wonder what determines bronze and copper, because bronze to me should be a dark gold. I'm going to add a little bit of this to seal. You can tell it's old. Look at the peaks and valleys on this. Looks like icicles. Mix it well. I mean, I can use copper wax from Would You Bend. Let's see how that works. It might work on this one, but I don't know about this one. It's not doing anything. Unless I have to wait. I'll wait till it dries. I shouldn't make such a quick judgment. I just want to add a touch of black to this and see if I can darken it a bit. It's a bit too bright. Right. I added a touch and it didn't do very much So I'm going to leave it to dry for a bit and try. And yeah, I like the combination, but I'm not so sure I like it on. Just going to do the bottom for now. Yeah, it's beautiful, but I don't know if it works for the box. That's the only thing. And this whole thing started because of the box. But at least experimenting helps. Let me see. Just wish this box wasn't so huge. I mean, the color's getting a bit better, but I don't know that I like it. Let me do the other side. And I'm going to add a touch more black. Just a little bit. Hopefully it's not too much. Oh, that might have been too much. Let me try it on here first. That's how it looks on here. We could wait till it dries. And let's do the edges. See, if I put it on the top, it's going to disappear. Let me put both on. I mean, it's better than before, but it's not quite what I had in mind when I started. There's something here. I think it might be that the brown was too dark. I went too dark. Maybe I should have gone with something a bit lighter. I like the copper on the edges. Well, a bronze, I should say. But I still am not 100% convinced on this. I'm going to leave it like that, but this doesn't work with this anymore then. So would I have to redo all of these? Oh, I forgot to put a tag here. Yeah, maybe. I need to think about it, but I do like what we've created here without the box. yeah, I'm gonna have to think. If I'm not, most people know me. If I'm not convinced, then I need to leave it alone for a bit, and then it will come to me what I need to do. So this is it for today, for this week. I will do a video. I want it to look like it's part of it. I'll do a video on the ribbon, hopefully today. And I will thank you, Hazel. You're so kind. Maybe I need to change the picture. I don't know. But I will see you all next week. I'll post the video and try and catch up with everything. And if you have any ideas, please message me and let me know what you would like to see. Because it's always helpful. Take care, everyone. Have a great weekend. And sometimes projects work. What I had in my head did not work, but we got something very pretty out of it that we can use. Now I need to write down what I did for this. So have a great weekend, and I will see you soon.